Hi, my name is Tom Cross. I'm with TechDictionary.com and also the OCS Forum.com. And today we're here at ITEXPO in Miami Beach, giving a class on OCS. And we're going to go through a few of the applications for media gateways. This class is sponsored by NET, a manufacturer of media gateways. So without further ado, take a look at some of the applications we're going to talk through with media gateways. So you can kind of see on the screen up there is here are the ones we're going to go through. Connection of IP, PBX to PSTN. And I'm not going to read all of those, but I'll give you a chance to familiarize yourself with the different kinds of interesting customer application you see with media gateways, as they tend to, over a period of time, replace PBXs as a means for providing IP trunking. Okay, so let's go through the next slide. The first application, as we'll see here, is basically a quick overview of media gateways, or UC communications proxy devices. So you'll hear these terms that connect any to any protocol. One of the key advantages of basically IP telephony, UC, or whatever, is basically we can use multiple protocols like SIP or VoIP or other, who knows, emerging protocols to provide for rich media, high impact, voice, video, and multimedia communications, and basically for customer applications. So maybe let's look inside. Let's take a quick look inside. What happens and what does media gateway do? One of the key functions of a media gateway is to take the IP packet shown up above and convert it to, which is a variable length packet, into a fixed length PSTN packet for public switch telephone network packets, such as T1, ISDN, PRI. And PRI stands for Primary Rate Interface. Most people don't think of that. So in other words, basically a media gateway takes IP or LAN packets and converts them into traditional PSTN, public switch telephone network connections. But why do we need to do that? Well, we need to do that is because we have different kinds of networks. We have what are called legacy networks. We've got an analog phone out there, traditional TDM, time division multiplexing, PBX, private branch exchanges. But we also have emerging, SIP networks and maybe OCS, Office Communication Server networks. And so the function of a media gateway is to provide that any-to-any protocol support for various products out there. So let's go through some applications. Let's say we have a traditional IP PBX and we want to connect that to the PSTN. We can use the media gateway to provide that feature functionality. So in other words, the media gateway would support, let's say, SIP phones or IP phones through a traditional PBX into the PSTN. Again, the PSTN stands for Public Switch Telephone Network, or traditional telephony networks. The next application might be of an IP PBX to PSTN and SIP trunking provider. Oh my gosh, now we're faced with, a multi-vendor environment, different applications, as we've talked before in other classes, maybe different kinds of SIP phones that exist out there. And we may want to have the media gateway provide that interface between the SIP trunking provider and the PBX and the IP PBX or the PSTN. So the media gateway provides a lot of different functionality for various customer applications. The next one might be that, let's say that all of a sudden the PBX went out of service, or we had a cable cut, or for whatever reason, basically the media gateway can provide an alternative route to the SIP trunking provider so that the users are not faced with downtime. The next application would be a connection of PBX and IPBX to PSTN and SIP trunking provider. Oh my gosh, we've got a traditional environment, a new environment, emerging, legacy, different kinds of systems out there. And so the media gateway, again, provides that any-to-any protocol conversion so that traditional PBXs can actually talk to the PSTN or to SIP trunking providers as well. Let's see what else we have out there. Oh my gosh, we have a situation where it's called hairpinning or hairpin, where calls come in and the PSTN get routed back out. We could also use the media gateway for toll bypass, so that the calls would come in, get routed through the media gateway to a distant location, and then get routed back into the local network without having to pay long distance charges. While long distance charges have been minimized, long distance is still not free. So this provides an on-net solution for using the media gateway. Okay, what else do we have? Okay, we have connection of IP PBX to a hosted VoIP provider. Maybe we're not using OCS, and maybe we're providing a third party through, let's say, a BroadSoft platform or Digium or some other kind of platform that that may not fit in all our networks, but we want to connect that through to a traditional PBX, and Media Gateway provides that feature functionality. Next is connection of IP PBX and PST into Microsoft OCS. Straightforward application where, in this case, in the NET product, that mediation server shown there on the lower right is basically built into the device so that you don't need a separate mediation server. But the function of a mediation server, for those of you familiar with OCS, is basically to provide an interface between an internal network where all calls are on net to an external network or other networks. And the Media Gateway provides that feature functionality. And last, multiple SIP OCS proxies, SIP to SIP calls, TDM to TDM, and SIP to TDM. As you can see here, as we mentioned throughout this presentation, Media Gateway provides a any-to-any protocol interface for whatever equipment, services, legacy, lunacy, emerging, and basically you're future-proofing your network for customer applications. Thank you for spending time with us today.